So we'll take you over here to unveil probably our favorite possession. Um, this is an Illumina next generation sequencing mini-seq system. So this is capable, it's not big enough or powerful enough to sequence a human genome, but it can sequence bacterial genomes. And, it's pretty inexpensive to send genetic information in a sample out for sequencing these days, but being able to do the whole workflow in-house here at Genspace is really, really powerful. So this is one of our most favorite things.
And to add to of the access thing, so outside of academia, there wouldn't be another space where someone would have the ability to even learn how to use this machine, and so it's really expensive, and like we're really grateful that we were able to get this as a donation to be able to provide it in like a community space for people to have access.
So this is an Opentrons OT2 pipetting robot. So Opentrons is a company that was actually founded out of Genspace in 2012. The founders met at Genspace through a hardware meetup, and they became really interested in not just lab automation, but democratizing lab automation, because prior to Opentrons technology, getting a robot for a lab was a very, very expensive installation and procurement process. And so Opentrons now makes all kinds of pipetting robots to automate lab bench work. Opentrons actually in New York City during lockdown in 2020 and beyond that, we're doing a lot of diagnostic testing to test COVID samples.
So this space, if you're a member, you do get access to it 24/7 if you have a key fob. So it really depends.
And if you've demonstrated safe practices.
Yes. If you're not beginner in lab and you have been cleared to work on your own, you have 24-hour access as a member. So this used to be just our teaching space. It had like just teaching desks at one point, but as we mentioned, we are really high on membership and participants, so we've moved to have more benches, and these benches are like really kitchen benches, so like that keep the idea of like doing kitchen science, and it works. And this used to be the small little space used to be where we just did all of our lab work. So it has everything you would see in a typical lab space, and because we are a shared space, everything should be extra labeled, or else Casey will get you. And we'd have like shelvings for people to like keep their things from their membership. And
so you expanded from this space into the next.
Yes, into this space. We removed the normal tables we had to have extra benches. So like I mentioned, all of this equipment is like fairly used, but works fantastic. Casey would attest to that.
So what you got there, Casey?
So this is an example of a yeast palette. So this is yeast that has been genetically modified to express a number of pigments that are, of course, not natural to yeast, which is a really cool feat of A, synthetic biology, and B, this can be used to paint. Quite literally paint on agar. And so microbial painting is a public program and a class we offer. It's really low cost and a great way for people to come into the lab, do something really scientific, but also just play and be expressive.
Yeah.
We would love to expand beyond. Yeah,
okay.
We are full in here.
Oh, you're full here, okay.
Play a constant, impressive game of Tetris.
Yes. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
You probably have to limit people at times if you know.
We haven't had to necessarily limit people. Like Casey mentioned, we do play great Tetris. For example, we might have a program where we're expecting a lot of guests. So in this backspace, we would push all the benches out into the hall space for, we could like fit 60 people in here without the benches. And but in the summertime, our youth interns, they're here Monday through Thursday. So it's all about scheduling. So Casey has a whole calendar system for people to book space. So everyone kind of knows what's going on in the lab space through our shared calendar. And our so we haven't necessarily had to like limit our guest count necessarily yet.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Why do stakeholders choose the Civic Sci TV network?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, great question.
That's a good one. That's a great question.
Civic Sci TV. Top experts, great questions, new insights. Subscribe to the Civic Sci TV network on YouTube and don't miss new insights from diverse stakeholders.